Hello and welcome to another ride with SG by Uncle. Hope you are having a good day. Let's talk about China bikes. Are you for China bikes? Would you ride a China bike? Would you ride a made in China motorcycle? So this is a situation actually I'm talking about in Singapore specifically, because this is where I am, SG by Uncle. China-made motorcycles, yes, no? I think China-made motorcycles are catching up with the rest of the world, because they have all the technology, the manufacturing processes. They're not starting from zero. They have collaborations, partnerships with the global brands already. The companies behind these Chinese motorcycles are huge companies, big companies. For example, QJ Motor is backed by Geely. Geely is the owner of Volvo. So this is not some small unknown little company fly by night giving you poor quality. They do have their own brand image and brand reputation that they would like to protect, and no business exists to make losses. But think of the Chinese bikes as how Japanese cars were in the 70s and the 80s, how Korean cars were in the 80s and the 90s. They had a huge curve they had to get over to compete on the global stage. That is what's happening with Chinese bikes now. But Chinese bikes, the curve is not as steep as how it was for the car makers, because as a piece of machinery, the motorcycle is not as complicated as a car in terms of the things that you need to innovate on. It's either a mechanical bike or an electric bike, and then of course you have the little small bits of innovations like gears and changes and belts and all, but the basic premise of a motorcycle doesn't really change.